Okay, we are ready to start. And welcome to science class. I'll be sharing my screen right now. Okay, hold
Ahorita ya veo todo.
all right. And I'm pretty sure everyone has their books handy, okay? Because you are going to need your books, yeah, to read
Yes,
or
sir.
yeah. If not, you can still read.
We're going to read, yes.
Oh, yeah, hold on. And in case you don't have your book handy because you
Yes,
left it
yes.
at the school
Okay.
or whatever, so you can still read
What
what I
page,
have on
mister?
my screen.
Sir, what page?
Okay, let
A
me see right here.
110.
This is
A
page 110.
Okay.
Okay, let me mute your mics for a while. Okay, this is the next section. This is lesson one. This is chapter 6, I believe. So we are going to be studying everything about ecosystems. Well, lesson one is what makes up an ecosystem. And it says over there, imagine you are in a tropical rainforest. Listen to the strange sound the howler monkey makes. Smell the fragrant orchid. Can you see the brightly colored frog? Don't touch. It's covered with poisons that keep enemies away. So we were supposed to imagine this here, but it's going to be very difficult for me to control if you're really imagining or not. So we're gonna skip that part, and we're going to start at studying the parts of an ecosystem. And the words that we are going to be studying is well, we have different words to study as vocabulary words. But the first one is ecosystem, and it says is all the living and non-living parts in an area. Okay, so that being said, we are going to start reading. We are going to try to finish to read the whole lesson today. Okay, and so raise your hand if you want to start reading parts of an ecosystem. Diana, go ahead.
Okay. Part of an ecosystem. You have just imagined some of the organisms that live in a tropical rainforest. Find the monkey, the orchid, and the frog in the picture on the next page. These organisms are just a few of the living part of the rainforest. The rainforest has no living parts such as air, water, and soil. Together, the living part and non-living part of the tropical rainforest. Three non-living things: water, sunlight, and temperature make it tropical rainforest. What is in the forest? Rain falls often. Humidity is always high. Rainforests get about the same amount of sunlight every day all throughout the year. There are no short winters. The temperature is the same throughout the year too. Always warm, waters, and plenty of water and sunlight display what tropical rainforests carry out more photosynthesis per square meter than any other ecosystem.
Thank you very much, Diana. Let me see. Let me go ahead
Okay.
and mute majority of you because we are hearing a lot of background noise. All right, so an ecosystem, what makes up an ecosystem? All non-living things and all living things in there, right? And what are some examples of living things? Who wants to give me examples of living things?
Animals.
Animals like a monkey, um, a
Plants.
lion. Yeah, depending on the ecosystem, we may find a variety of animals. Plants as well, correct. A flower, a tree, a bush. Those are living things, and they are part of an ecosystem as well. Okay, now who wants to tell me or give me examples of non-living things in an ecosystem?
A pen.
Oh, but yeah, a
Water.
pen is water, exactly.
Books.
Books are non-living things, but in this case,
Them.
I would like you to give me examples in a specific ecosystem, like in a jungle, for example.
Sunlight.
Sunlight, water, rain,
Temperature.
temperature. Those are non-living things, but they all are part of the ecosystem. Okay, both living and non-living things are part of the ecosystem. ecosystem. All right. All right, let me see right here. And there is a picture over there of a branch. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have someone else continue reading. Who would like to go? Raise your hand if you would like to continue reading on the next page. All right, I don't have anyone right here. I'm gonna call on Jair. Go ahead and continue reading, please. Okay, Ashley, go ahead. Okay, Natalie Serrano.
Uh, you may be surprised to learn that Colombia is most tropical rainforest is very poor compared to soil forest. It has few nutrients stored in it. You know that rain have huge towering trees. How can soil be poor? Scientists had learned that almost all the nutrients in rainforests are inside living things. When a living thing dies, especially in organisms rapidly break it down and release its nutrients. Plants nearby could nutrients for their own growth. Nutrients don't stay in the soil for very long. The relationships among the living and the non-living parts help plants in the tropical rainforest grow even with a poor soil. The plants in turn provide food and a place to live for many animals. The study of the relationships among the living and non-living things parts of an area is known as ecology.
Thank you very much, Natalie. Okay, so we found another word over here, and it's ecology. Ecology is the study of the relationships among living and non-living parts of an area. I'm gonna ask a few questions about this paragraph. The first question is, what happens when a living thing dies? Who wants to tell me what happens?
Organisms
Rapidly break it down and release its nutrients.
Thank you very much. Who would like to go ahead and explain that using their own words? Okay, what does that mean when it says that when a living thing die, the organisms, some organisms rapidly break it down? Okay, so you may already know that there are some decomposers in an ecosystem. For that reason, when an organism dies, what happens is that these organisms, these decomposers, break it down and release all its nutrients. Let's say, for example, a tree has died in the forest. So some organisms, that these decomposers start to break down the organism into until this organism, this died or dead organism releases its nutrients, okay? And this happens with plants and animals as well, okay? So basically what happens is once these organisms are broken down into nutrients, these nutrients allow other living organisms, and I mean, these provide other organisms with the nutrients of the dead animals or dead plants, okay? Right, let me continue over here. It says that the relationship among the living and the non-living parts help plants in the tropical rainforest grow, even with poor soil. Why? Because the plants provide food and place to live for many animals, and also These relationships among the living and non-living parts is known as ecology. Okay. I have to keep muting yourself, guys, because some people, even though I am muting your mics, they are people, they keep, um, unmuting themselves, and there is a lot of background noise. Okay, and let's move forward. There is there's something very important over here. It says, give me one second. Many kinds of animals, plants, fungi, protists, and bacteria are found in the rainforest. They interact with each other and with non-living factors. The non-living factors include water, sunlight, temperature, and soil. Okay. All right, let's move forward. I'm gonna have someone reading. Raise your hand if you would like to. Okay, let's stop to see the picture over here. There is a parrot, there is a monkey over there. There is also, hold on, many different plants. So this is an ecosystem, okay? And the relationship they have, all the organisms have, and that is called ecology, okay? So ecosystem is the place where all these non-living and living things interact. But the ecology is the relationship among all these organisms. Okay, you can see a poison arrow frog as well in here. Okay, let's continue. Raise your, well, we have two more vocabulary words, habitat and niche. Okay, a habitat is the place where a species live, a specific species, and a niche is the role of a species in an ecosystem. Okay, because each species have its own role in each ecosystem. Okay, so and that is called niche. All right, habitats and niches. I am going to have someone raise your hand if you would like to participate. Denzel, go ahead. Denzel, are you ready?
Tropical
Okay.
rainforest.
Okay, can you please start from scratch because we were not listening because you were on mute. Remember, whenever you are going to read something, you have to unmute your mic, okay? And when you're finished, you have to mute it back. And go ahead and start.
Um, Many different species live together in a tropical rainforest. Each kind of organism lives in a certain part of a rainforest ecosystem. Look at the picture on the next page. Howler monkey spend most of the place. Wait, I I lost. Howler monkey spend most of the on their time hide in the trees. This is their habitat. This place where they live. A squirrel monkey also live in rainforest trees. They spend time not only high in the trees, but also lower levels. Their habitat includes many different levels in the trees.
Okay, thank you very
Howler
much.
monkey is
Thank you very much. You can
okay.
stop right there. Okay, it says that a habitat is a place where they live, right? And if you see the picture, there was a howler monkey over there, and it says that this monkey usually spends most of his time or its time high in the trees, right? So that is its habitat. Okay. On the other hand, we have squirrel monkeys. They also live in the rainforest trees, but they spend time not only high in the trees but also at lower levels, so on the ground. That's the difference between the howler monkeys and the squirrel monkeys. Okay, and their habitat includes many different levels in the trees as well. All right, I'm gonna have Maria Jose. Please go ahead and continue reading here. Okay, it seems Maria Jose is not ready, or I don't know if she's not able to hear me. She's probably on mute. I don't know. Let me see. She's okay, Maria Jose, can you start, please?
However, monkeys spend most of their time searching for the young leaves that grow in the treetops. These leaves are the monkey's main food. Searching for and eating new leaves is a part of the howler monkey's
Howler monkeys niche.
nature. What organisms does. The role is a place in its ecosystem. Compare the role of the squirrel monkey to the role of the howler monkey. Like a howler monkey, squirrel monkeys live in the trees and eat leaves, but they eat other foods too. They eat fruits, insects, spiders, and other animals, small animals. Searching for and eating this food is a part of the square monkey chain.
Monkeys
Now,
niche. Okay, thank you very much. And we're going to discuss a little bit. Remember, a niche is what each organism does. Okay, the role it plays in the ecosystem. For example, what does the howler monkey do? It said that it searches for young leaves that grow in the treetops, okay? Because this is the monkey's food, okay? On the other hand, the squirrel monkey, the role of this monkey is, it's similar, and well, it said that for these squirrel monkeys, they also eat leaves, but they eat other foods too, not just leaves. So this is how they are different. So they have different niches. The howler monkeys mostly eat leaves, but the squirrel monkey can eat many other foods as well. So that is a difference when it comes to talking about the niches. All right. Um, because the squirrel monkeys also can eat fruit, insects, spiders, and other small animals as well. Okay. All right. And who wants, Jordan, go ahead and continue reading. We're here.
Now, now look at the other organisms in the picture. Each species has its own niche. Each niche is different. Each species uses the resource of the rainforest in a slight different way. Find how the role of each species is different from the rules of the others, because the organisms of the rainforest have many different niches. Many different species can exist together.
Thank you very much, Jordan. So, if we compare the, the habitat, the niches, and everything, each species has its own niche, of course, right? Obviously, what each species do is different from the other species do. So, for example, you can find the role of each species different because you can look at the roles they have in the habitat. Okay, and for this particular example, for this particular case, the rainforests have many different niches. Okay, and many different species can exist together. Because if you think about an ecosystem, if you think about a habitat, there are many different species living there. So, however, each species will have its own niche. Okay, which means each species will have something different to do inside the ecosystem or the habitat. Okay, now let me go ahead and move to the next page. Right. Okay, we have pictures over here, and there is a monkey over there. Can you please circle? Who wants to circle the monkey? Thank you very much. That is a howler monkey. Then, if we move a little bit down, if we scroll down a little bit, we are able to see some other animals, some other species. We have a parrot. Well, that is a macaw. It says, okay, you can also point. There is an arrow that you can use if you want to point to each picture that I am asking. Example, you can use an arrow. Can you please use an arrow to point to the monkey? Do you know how to do that? There is an arrow over it. No, that is not an arrow.
We have to circle, Mister.
No, an arrow is, let me show you. I think I have an arrow. This is an arrow. Look, this is a monkey, and it's a howler monkey. It's the young leaves that are found mostly in the higher parts of the trees. And then we have the macaws. All right, let me scroll down a little bit. I'm going to clear up all these things over here. All right, and then the macaws fly in search of food as well. It's just over there. Okay, so we can see the macaw over here, which is this one. Okay, and we have orchids over here. We have another animal over here. All these animals are living things, the plants as well, and they belong to the same ecosystem, okay? And they have a specific niche, which means they have a specific role in the niche, okay? We have different animals. We have jaguars, poison arrow frogs, which is this one over here. We also have ocelots. This is an ocelot. Oh my, I didn't know that I could move that. And there is this is a squirrel monkey, which is different from the howler monkey. Okay, it says squirrel monkeys have a more varied diet than howler monkeys do. It includes leaves, fruits, and small animals such as insects and spiders. Squirrel monkeys are found at all levels of the rainforest. Then we have a kinkajous. Where is the kinkajou? Who wants to circle the kinkajous? Is this one over here, right? Okay, so the kinkajou. Who wants to read the kinkajous? Okay, then, so go ahead. Denzel, don't forget to unmute your mic before speaking. Okay, let me see who else is raising hands. All right, Maria Jose.
Kinkajous eat fruit, honey, insects, and other small animals. They use their long tail to grab branches, crowd the tree in search of food. Like slows, kinkajous are active at night.
Thank you very much, Maria Jose. Then we have an ocelot, which is the one that is further down. Okay, further down. Let me just clear that up for you guys. Okay, so who wants to circle the ocelot? The picture, right? The picture of this is the ocelot, correct. Now, who wants to read the, Benjamin, would you like to read the ocelots? Benjamin?
What, sir?
Can you please read ocelots? It's
Okay.
right here.
Ocelots spend most of their time on the ground. They eat mice, lizards and snakes, birds, sloths, monkeys, and other animals. Ocelots are active at night.
Thank you very much. Now I am going to remove these marks over here, and I am going to scroll down to see what is the name. Who wants to circle the poison arrow frog? Exactly. This is, wow, you got excited about circling the pictures. All right, who would like to go ahead and read poison arrow frogs? Actually, would you like? Okay, it seems. Natalie Serrano, go ahead. Miss Serrano, go ahead and read Poison Arrow Frogs.
Ah, poison arrow frogs eat insects. They live on the ground in tropical rainforest. They are also found on the trunks and lower branches and in other levels of the trees, not at the top level.
Thank you very much. Now, let me clear those marks for you guys so we can move to the last section of this page. All right.
Mister,
Then we have the, who wants to circle the jaguar? Yeah, tell me, Diana. Very good. That is the jaguar. Diana, would you like to read jaguars?
okay,
Okay, go ahead.
okay. They sometimes hunt in rainforest trees. Of They spend most of their life on the ground. Lancelot, they eat birds, sloths, monkeys, and other land animals. Jaguars also hunt for fish in rivers and streams.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is an ecosystem, right? Now let me see, let me just go ahead and scroll down to see what is next. We are running out of time, by the way, but okay, let me see. All right, let me remove those marks. All right, and I'm gonna have to disable this option for you guys. Okay, populations and community. Let me see. This is yeah, we are on the last part. Then we are going to I'm going to assign something to do. Okay, populations and community. Who wants to read? Daniela? I mean Valeria.
All of the member of one species that live in the same area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she's probably having some technical issues. Um, all right, Natalie, Wilmer, go ahead and read, please.
Tropical rainforests have many species. All the members of a species that live in an area make up population. The size of the population of each species is usually small or compared to population in most forests in the United States. More than 300 different species of trees might live in an area of a tropical rainforest about the size of two football fields. In contrast, a similar area in a many forests in the United States might have only few species of trees, but the population of each species will be much larger. Similarly, hundreds of species of birds may live in an area of a tropical rainforest, but the population of each species is small. A forest in the United States may have a fewer species of birds, but the population of each man may be 10 times as large. Find the difference on rainforest population of these two pages.
Okay, thank you very much, Wilmer. So the population is the different species living or interacting or living in the same area, right? That is called population. And we have like, look, we have some pictures over here. And the leafcutter ants in the area make up the population of the species, and howler monkeys live in groups. Their howling warns other groups of howler monkeys to stay away. The population of howler monkeys in an area includes all the groups of howler monkeys. So the groups of each species, that is called a population, okay? It may be a population of ants, a population of monkeys, a population of many different animals or species. Okay, think about all the different populations that live together in an area, such as the part of a tropical rainforest. Together, these populations are called a community. All the species shown on these two pages are part of one community. That community, populations of a community, interact with and depend on each other. They also interact with and depend on the non-living parts in the ecosystem. Okay, so, well, we are done with this lesson. So what is the assignment, guys? First, you will have to write down all the definitions in these pages that we went over today. And also,
Read the lesson one review on
exactly, the lesson one review, and try to answer the question using the information in all these pages. And tomorrow we are going to discuss this lesson one review, okay? Yes.
when we write the lesson one review, we are going to respond. And then in the other class, we are to the correct answer with you.
Yeah, you can go ahead and that is actually better, you know, just copy it and then we are going to answer the questions together tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let me stop recording.